What's going on, everybody? This is the Solomon Project, where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. Thank you for coming over and having dinner with me. I'm having dog testicles, a delicious treat. In fact, I'm in Ohio right now. Yeah. So this is an appropriate meal. Mmm. Mmm. German Shepherd. Mmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mmm. 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 Damn. I ought to come to Ohio more often. Mm, 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 mm. You know, I want to highlight this channel because this young lady is amazing. She featured me on her channel, and I want to make sure everybody goes over there and show her some love and support. Very important. She's an amazing human being. This is her channel. An amazing human being. I love her content. There aren't a lot of trucker YouTubers that I really follow. Just have, oh, here I am, y'all. Oh, here I am, y'all. What? I found me. She
Your
featured
father
me on her
knows about
channel.
saving money. Everything I'm
Absolutely
wearing,
amazing.
I've had since boot camp.
I'm extremely grateful.
Hey, what is up, Slime Pat Nation? Welcome back to
Some of her, there I am, the model, the truck model. Uh, yeah, I absolutely love her content. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that handsome man. Wow. Let me show you what her this is her channel, Slime Pack 392. Slime Pack _ 392. She's very respectful. She has a great attitude. I love that. Positive attitude. Cash is King is another one. I absolutely love. He's very comical. Cash is King is very comical. But please, some of her subscribers came over to my channel, subscribed, and have been supporting me. And I'm extremely grateful for that. And I would love for everybody here to do the same for her, to go over to her channel, subscribe, and support her as well. That was a really beautiful thing that she did for me. Really. I go on about what it was like to start in the trucking industry back in '98. A lot of interesting details about what that was like. There's a big difference from when I started and starting today. And you'll find out if you go to her channel. Now, now, in my community page, if I if I figure out how to get there. I think I know how. I think I figured out how. Yeah, right here. So in my community page, I have, yeah, look at this one right here. This thing right here on my community page. Where you at? Where you be? Okay, right here. The title is Tight Spot in New Jersey. If you want to see a tight spot, you're going to want to check out this video. I might be talking immigrant in this video. But you definitely want to check out this video if you want to really see somebody getting a truck getting in and out of a tight spot. So in this particular video, I'm driving a Volvo. I think it was the VNL 670 and a 53 footer. Let me see. Get past the first. It really starts right around right here. The 2 minute 24 second mark. That's where it all begins. That's just one example of a tight spot. I've been in spots tighter than that. Yes, tighter than that. It's 9:40 Eastern where I'm at. I like to come on late night in case the professor wants to come on. She's on the West Coast. It's probably what, 5:40 right now where she's at? So that the professor can come along. Let me see. No, it's 6:41 where she's at right now. 6:41. So I do it late enough so that it's early enough for her. I don't know if she's working right now. I don't know if she went to work today. I don't know what time she went in. I don't know if she came out. I don't know. You asking me? I don't know. Excuse me. That red pepper made me sneeze. Yeah, I put red pepper on these. Look, all done. Hey, dog doesn't taste that bad, you know? There it is. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now that we're done with the dog, guess what else we're gonna hit now? Oh, odium! I get those refills at the Loves. Loves, as you fuel, depending on the number of gallons that you fuel within a month, you move up in status. I don't know what they are, but right now I'm top tier right now. I'm platinum. So I get some benefits for being platinum. Yeah, that was super cool, man. Go to my community page. Let's see what we got here. What is this? What's this? The two of you versus me? Okay. Yeah, no, not really. Mm, Let me mm, mm. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, so check it out. Check it out right here. Check it out. Check it out right here. Check it out. This is. Check this out, man. See, okay, so if you've never seen this young lady here, this young lady here, this is Kim
I mean, I personally,
Iverson.
I grew up in a family that was from
She's got a lot of
Idaho,
subscribers. She's got
Democrats in
563
Idaho,
subscribers.
and Catholic Democrats in Idaho.
So
So they
she's
were
not a
obviously big
lightweight.
Kennedy fans. On my mom's side, you know, they're refugees from Vietnam, and
She
they
was
were
on a
all
debate.
they're all Republicans. And so it's, you know, that, but
3,
interestingly,
maybe
many on both
4
sides
days ago.
of even them in my family
I don't remember.
agreed, you know, that the pandemic had driven people crazy, that people were going overboard. My aunt was out there protesting.
There's a lesson to be
down
learned
in
with
Orange
this
County,
debate.
the lockdowns and the mandates, and you know, so there was a lot of resistance.
I
and I wonder what
first-
it is that actually made
I
people
first
made
encountered
people that way. And
Kim.
some, you know, and I'm sure you've thought about it. What is it about those 30%?
Maybe
You know, is it that
maybe
maybe we
5
lack
years ago.
emotion, you
Maybe
know, and so we didn't get as afraid?
But
I don't remember.
what,
I don't
there
even know
was
how long
a-
she's had her channel on.
during the 1950s and 1960s and early 70s, the CIA
Yeah, I discovered
did
her a
lot of
while back.
experiments with universities. With
And
almost 200
I was intrigued.
universities
I
around
was
the
listening
country
to
with
some things that she
social
was saying,
scientists
but
to study
after a
human,
while,
human behavior, and they were experimenting
started
with all
noting,
kinds of
noticing
things,
a
with
pattern
psychiatric
with
drugs,
her content.
with psychedelic drugs, LSD, etc., with torture, with sensory deprivation, and then all kinds of means for controlling not only
It's comprised mostly of
individuals,
politics. She's political.
but entire populations with propaganda, fear,
Okay,
all
no
these
big
things.
deal.
So you had all of these universities getting hundreds of
I
thousands
do-
of millions
I
of
do
dollars
watch-
from the CIA or from CIA front groups
Political content.
for programs that were called
from the
MK
left,
Ultra.
the right,
reason
the
it's called
center.
MK is that sounded
I listen
that was the
to
code for mind
content,
control. So MK Dietrich,
from
MK
libertarians,
Ultra, MK Naomi,
from
Operation
independents.
Artichoke, Operation Bluebird, many others.
I listen to a wide variety.
We're all about funneling money to these universities to study
Some of
controlling human
them-
behavior. And one of the famous studies
I might
was
listen
called the
to
Milgram experiment.
maybe 1 minute of their content.
And Stanley Milgram, who
just
was
to
a
see where they're
Yale
at.
associate professor and who was associated with the MK Ultra program,
Because
took people from every walk of life, students, professors, business people,
if it's a
blacks, whites,
particular
etc.
talking point that they
and he
keep
would put them in a
repeating
room
without
with a man
foundation,
dressed as
without
a doctor,
proof, without
and the
evidence,
and they
and,
would
you know,
be seated
whatever.
at a
I just
table
check in to see
with a dial in
if
front
things
of
have gotten
them,
better
and
with
the
them or
dial they
not.
were told was hooked up to a
Pretty much
subject
it.
in the next
But
room who, when they twisted
I don't
that
really follow them
dial,
like that.
subject would get an electric shock. And the subject in the next room,
I'll
they could
gravitate
hear him
more toward the
screaming
ones
and
that
pleading
actually
and begging and
produce
struggling.
evidence. They're not just
And the higher
speculating.
they turned it up, the more screaming there was.
They're bringing
And
out
all of the
receipts.
people who were involved in
And
the
even then,
experiment, at
that's
one
not
time or another,
enough.
begged the doctor not
You got to
make them
demonstrate
turn
to
it
me
up,
that you
but he
can
kept
take
telling them, turn it
all this
higher,
evidence
turn
and
it
put it
higher, turn
together
higher.
in something that makes sense.
67% of
Something
them
that
turned
can.
it to 250 watts.
And
where
it's
it was
interesting because
marked
I jump
potentially fatal.
back and forth to different
So,
political views.
They were violating
and
their own values.
I listen to the
because
rebuttal to
a
certain
authority figure
stances.
was telling them to do it. That
And it's interesting.
order,
You know, I listen
that
to a lot
kind
of debates.
respect
It's
for
interesting,
authority, got them
fascinating.
to overrule,
fascinating.
override their most fundamental values.
Now, one thing I
compassion
definitely
and
learned
kindness and mercy, etc. 33% of
with
the
these
people
channels, see,
got
she's
up and walked
got
out
followers. She's got more than
and
half a
said, "I'm
million
not going to do
followers.
it." And I think that 33% that we're seeing now are the people who
They can create a bubble. You can create a bubble with that many followers. You can create a bubble
whole
and
range of political backgrounds and parties who
You can
just
stay in a
has
certain
that,
lane.
maintains that capacity for
It
critical
could be a bumpy
thinking,
lane, whatever,
and
but
is
you can
not
stay in a particular
subject to
lane, and you
being,
know you got people that are going to be cheering you on.
to that
Yay.
override from
You don't have to be
authority.
right in
And
many
it seems
cases.
to me, you
don't even have to be
struck me
honest in
many,
many
many
cases,
times in the
'cause
last
you
year
got-
that we're all now in the,
You got followers. I mean, throughout
in the
time,
grips of this huge Milgram experiment.
you'll know that you have people
where we
who
have a
stay with you,
doctor, Anthony
follow you,
Fauci, who is this trusted
say
authority,
whatever, and
who's
you know,
telling
they'll-
us to
they'll-
do
they'll cheer
things
you
that we
on.
know are wrong, like
So you create a
censor
bubble.
speech, like close all the churches in the country for a year with no
Kim has her own
scientific
bubble.
evidence, no citation, no
A lot
public
of
hearings,
content
no
creators
public
have their
debate.
own bubble. People
Who's
go to their
ordering us to
channel
put on
and they
masks,
get to
even though he
listen
admitted
to
a week before that masks
the
don't
things that
work.
they want to hear.
Who's ordering us to close
wanna
every
hear certain
business in the
things
country?
being
3.3
said.
million
They don't want
businesses with
people
no due
fact
process,
checking.
no
They don't
just
want any of
compensation, a
that. They don't want
violation
that.
again of the Constitution.
They just want to hear
Who's
what they want
telling
to hear,
us
and
to
that's
get
that.
rid of jury trials, the Sixth and Seventh Amendment, when
They
it
wanna
comes
hear that.
to
You know, they might go to
injuries
another
by
channel and say, you know, Mr. Burns is going
companies
around
that
eating
are,
dog testicles.
providing these countermeasures.
what's up
like
with that
vaccine
guy?
company, no matter how negligent they are, no matter
And
how reckless
They don't want
are,
to
no
check
matter
whether
how
to see if
grievous
that's
your
true or
injury,
not. They don't want to check any of
you
that. They don't
can't
want to
sue
see
them.
it.
And here's what the Seventh Amendment says. It says no American shall be deprived of the right
They just want to hear
to
that
a
that's what
trial
Mr.
before a
Burns
jury
did.
of his peers in cases or
And yeah, Mr.
controversies
Burns,
exceeding
he's this,
$25
he's
in
that, he's
value.
a third.
So very simple. There is no pandemic exception. And by the way, there were numerous, the framers of the Constitution
Kim
knew
stepped out
all
of her
about
bubble
epidemics. There were two epidemics
decided
during
to
the
debate somebody.
Revolutionary War, a malaria epidemic that disabled the armies of Virginia.
Kim got scraped.
A
got
smallpox
scraped up.
epidemic that literally froze the army
She
of
got
New England
scraped up
while
bad.
it was conquering Canada. They had already entered Montreal.
She shouldn't
And
have.
Canada,
I mean,
without
it all
that
depends. I don't know why
epidemic,
she
would be
did
part of
that.
the United States today.
So I can't really
And then
say.
between the end of the revolution and the
She
signing
stepped
of the
out of her bubble and
Constitution,
got
there were
scraped.
epidemics in every city that killed tens of thousands of people: yellow fever, cholera, smallpox,
Now,
and many others. So the framers knew all about it.
yeah, she got
But
scraped.
they didn't put an epidemic or pandemic exception in the
According
United
to
States
people who
Constitution. It's a new
Don't live
thing.
in bubbles.
We had
According to people who don't live
we
in
had a
bubbles, she
Civil
got
War
scraped.
and Lincoln at a time when our country was
They're not in
really,
one bubble
this
or
far
another.
away from being destroyed. 669
Comments that I heard from
Americans died. It's
people
like, 20 million people died today, and yet when
who
he tried to get rid of habeas corpus,
are
the Supreme
willing
Court said you
to
can't do that. There's no exception for war. There's no exception
critique
for
anyone from wherever they come
Of
from.
course, there's no exception for pandemics. We
It
had
don't matter. It's like it's like
Spanish
they don't
flu
belong to any
pandemic in
group.
1918 that killed 50 million people.
They don't
And
hesitate
we
to
did
point
not
out
stop the Constitution from
some
functioning.
incorrect information.
So,
It don't
this
matter
was a new thing.
whose mouth it comes out of.
It made
They
no
don't care.
sense when you looked at the science. But a certain
from
number
those
of
people-
were susceptible to just saying, "Okay, we're going to do what we're told."
They're the ones,
People, when they're
and,
scared,
and I'm in agreement
fear
with
is a
them.
really
She got scraped. I saw the debate. She got scraped.
potent motivator. It's a potent
There
instrument
were-
of totalitarian control. That's why
There was a lot of
Franklin
speculation by her
Roosevelt-
on her part,
in his inaugural address,
but she didn't have the
said
goods
the only
to
this famous
substantiate
statement that is
her
was the mantra
speculation
until the pandemic of the Democratic Party, which is the only thing we have to fear is
or
fear
her
itself.
accusations. It's more,
This
they're
was long
more
before the war
they're more
started.
so
What
accusations
he was
than
saying is,
speculations.
there's
But
an economic
even when there
depression
was
now,
speculation,
and the
she didn't
nations in
come
Europe
with the
are abandoning
goods. She
democracy.
didn't come
A
with
third of the people in our country
the person
thought
she
that
was debating.
democracy and capitalism had failed, and that we needed to go to another system.
This dude came
And
out
in,
with document
in
after
Germany, in
document,
Spain, in Italy,
links, everything.
They moved to totalitarian fascism from democracy. Germany was the most democratic country in the world.
Maybe
in
Kim wasn't-
Russia, they moved to communism.
maybe Kim wasn't prepared. I don't know,
You know,
but
all of them
she
went
knew in
to their own
advance
brand
she was
of
going to be debating this
totalitarianism
dude.
because they were disillusioned with democracy.
She's
and the
intelligent,
capacity
she's
for
brilliant, but-
democracy and capitalism to actually function. And Roosevelt did something different. He calmed the fears in this country, and he said, "We're not going to be scared. That is the enemy. The
She was not
fear
prepared to
is the
debate this
enemy
dude.
because it allows
dude
totalitarian
scraped her.
systems to take control of people.
She
and
tried to come out and
destroy
say one
democracy and
thing.
destroy institutions and values."
He pulls out
And he said,
the
"We're not gonna
evidence
do
that
We're going to
what she said was completely wrong.
faith in Wall Street. so that people
Asked
take the
her a
money out of their
series of
mattresses, put
questions.
it
She
back
couldn't
in the
answer.
banks, and start investing again.
Some of those questions she didn't want to
We're
answer.
going to, and we're going to respect democracy. We're going to create jobs for people. We're going to heal the symptoms.
This dude answered
and we're going to deal with
every
it as a
question thrown
country,
at him,
and we're going to do it in a way that respects
and then just
the
answer it.
Constitution.
Didn't
and our
answer it
rights.
with
And we're not going to allow anybody to take
conjecture,
those
with
things away from us.
no,
And
this dude came prepared. This dude
unfortunately,
had,
the Democratic
and
Party
watching this
has
guy in
lost
action,
a lot of that memory. You know, all of
you
that
could tell he was
experience
just, this
has
was
gone
this
into
was off the
this memory
dome.
hole. And you're, you know,
This was off the
we're living
dome.
in a
Kim looked like she was
situation now that
like
you
an
know,
attorney
I
in a
grew up
courtroom,
reading George Orwell,
writing down,
Robert Heinlein,
writing certain things down according to the
and
questions,
Aldous
according to the
Huxley.
answers
They're
that she,
all
or
writing
according
these
to the
science
comments that this person
fiction
was making. She was like,
stories, these wonderful science fiction
it looked
novels
like
that were
that.
kind of warnings
This
about,
dude,
you know, a totalitarian system.
he was
that
firing back.
overwhelmed democracy. So we
Man,
all kind of
it was
had an
rough.
idea that
It was rough.
sometime in the great
It was
future, in the
rough.
great distant future,
Like I said, though, she's got her bubble.
that this would happen to our
So
country. But
everybody
I
in
don't
her
think any of
bubble
us,
probably
realized how close it was.
I want to tell you about
praised
Field of
her
Greens
and
before this weekend because I'm going to
proclaiming
be
that
drinking a lot of it over the
she won
weekend.
that
Field of
debate.
Greens is an excellent
that's
way
how
to get
bubbles
all of your
are.
fruits and vegetables into your diet. So
So
it's
she's got her
difficult for me to
following.
do it. I
Kim
do it through Field of
got
Greens.
blown out. She really did get blown out. And there were at least two questions that the other guy asked of her that the way she answered, not good. Not good at all. It was one of those questions where there should have been a response. It should have been quick. And it should have been a one-word answer, yes or no. She tried to come back with a question, but it wasn't that type of the question posed to her wasn't that type of question that required that kind of response. It was a yes or no answer. It's like I don't know. When you're in your house, do you use the toilet to go piss? That's a pretty simple question, and it's a yes or no answer. You either piss in your toilet in your house or you don't. It's not like, well, what do you mean? Well, what do you classify as a toilet? No, hey, no, it ain't that complicated. It ain't that complicated that you need a breakdown of what a toilet is. I mean, how old are you? Where do you live? You know, come on. This is like, yeah. So she there were two questions that she failed miserably, and those were critical questions. It weren't like, do you use toilet paper? No. It was a bad look. It was a bad look, y'all. Y'alls. Let me see. I'm gonna check on something else. Cause you never know. Oh, okay. We got that right here. See this? I want you to see this. Because you need to see this. Okay, this is something you need to see. Here we go. This is something. This is on Yahoo Finance. Okay, Yahoo Finance. Now, information that I get on Yahoo. Look, this is free, by the way. Y'alls can always come up in here. This is free. Trump's trade protectionism keeps intensifying. Let's tap on that. Now, understand that this is this is a finance This is a finance channel. Okay? This is a finance channel. This channel doesn't support itself through donations from people like myself who get on this thing for free and read it. No, they don't. This is corporate media. Okay, corporate media. Donald Trump protectionism keeps intensifying. Well, what the hell do they mean? What is protectionism? What they talking about? All right, Trump took his trade rhetoric. All right, so he's going around repeating this stuff all the time to new heights in a series of events this week, doubling down on up to 200% tariffs on autos from Mexico, and even raising the possibility of targeting specific companies if they try to move their manufacturing outside of the US. Here's a quote: "The word tariff, properly used, is a beautiful word," end quote. All right, this is something that Trump said in a speech in Savannah, Georgia, where he offered some new details on his plans for blanket tariffs. Guys, if you ain't never messed with any kind of trade, if you ain't never had a business, but you go to the stores to buy all the time, well, let me explain something to you. A tariff is a tax. So let's say you've been going to Dollar General or Family Dollar or Walmart, whatever, and you've been getting baby oil for $1 a bottle. But this baby oil is manufactured in Indonesia, $1 a bottle. If there's a 200% tax, let's say against the Indonesian government and Indonesian products or anything manufactured in Indonesia, when it gets here and it gets on that shelf, you're not paying $1 for baby oil anymore. You could very well be paying $3 a bottle for that same baby oil that you were buying for $1. Anything getting hit with a tariff that you were getting on the cheap that was coming from another country, the price is going up. Now, sure, many people don't even think about it. Many people walk into a Walmart or whatever, and it's crazy because some people talk trash about the Chinese, this, China, just repeating any nonsense that a politician would say. China this, China that. Ooh. Well, check it out though. You're shopping at Walmart. You're shopping at Target. You're shopping at Family Dollar, Dollar General. Really? You're shopping in all these places, and guess where these products are coming from? China. Well, China used to be our #1 trading partner. Used to be. Not anymore. They're second place now. Second place to Mexico. Remember Trump saying they're bringing in guns, they're bringing in this, they're bringing in that. That's our largest trading partner right now. You feels me? With 2 hands. You see something that just popped up on my radar about crude oils. Oils. It's been in a price range, y'all. Here it is, y'all. This is the 1 month. Let me put in the 3 month. Okay, look, in the past 3 months, the price has been declining overall. This is the top, somewhere around $82.50, and then it went as far down as it's been as low as $65, but bounced back up. But it's still in this. Let's go Let's go down. You see this? Look at the price pattern on this thing. It's on a downward trajectory. Let's see if they got any news. Because I saw something. Oil prices jump on China stimulus, really? Yeah, why China's economic slowdown is unlikely to affect U.S. inflation? What? Unlikely to affect U.S. inflation? Really? Oh, that's my homeboy. Look at my homeboy right there. You see him? That's my jizzle. Jerome. That's my homeboy Jerome right there. Unlimited co-founder, CEO, and chief investment officer Bob Elliott joins Josh Lipton and Madison Mills on market domination after last week's rate cut to discuss some of the top stories of the day. Okay, well, thank you. In regard to the impact on oil prices, Elliott says, and this is Elliott being quoted here, we're really in this range here on oil. Remember, I spoke about being in a range. Okay, so here's somebody repeating exactly what I said. We're not likely to see meaningfully more elevated oil prices, nor meaningfully lower oil prices ahead. So basically, he's saying that this thing is going to stay in a range. Might be the lowest it might go is 65, the highest might be 80, but it's going to stay in that range, 65, 80, bouncing back up and down within that price range. I'm saying 65 and 80. I don't know what he's saying, but so basically what we're going to see is something regular. So I mean, it's not going to be whatever. Some people suffer from a particular syndrome. They go into business and they want to make money, but they don't want to let other businesses make money. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, I've been on 35 minutes. Nobody's come to join me. I guess I'm going to call it a night. But I had fun. I always have fun. In here? Yeah, I have fun. So you know what? Stay fresh. Keep it profitable. Maybe Saturday night. I think Saturday nights I do better as far as getting participation. Well, I'll see you, everybody. Oh, let me stop this. All right, let me bounce. Peace out, y'all.